Let me tell you a story.
Welcome to My Skeptical Sister.
I'm Megan, the skeptical one.
I'm Erin, the believer.
And I'm so sorry about the background noise, if there is any.
Yeah, you're going to hear stuff tonight. It turns out when you have two moms do a podcast, sometimes you got kids in the background.
Yeah. Our air conditioning went out in the middle of July.
Yeah, that's real rough.
Yeah.
And I've completely blocked it out. I keep forgetting that this has happened to you. And every time you're like, hey, could we maybe come over for a minute? I'm like, I guess. I'm like, oh, yeah, of course. I'm kidding. You're always welcome.
So weird that you're asking. Yes, thank you for being our reprieve because it is hot in my house.
Yeah, that's
is
rough.
So hot. And look, I really don't have any room to complain about anything. I'm just hot. My poor husband is installing a new air conditioner in this heat, and he is trying his best. He is saving us like $17,000 by doing it himself.
Oh my gosh, that's
which
crazy.
is incredible that he can do that. But I think he's starting to realize why they cost so much because of the labor. And so it's, I have no room to, I know I have no room to complain, but I do have to bring my children over here because he can't parent and do everything he's doing. So they're in your front room and they're loud, especially the little one.
Yeah, my kids are pretty good at tucking away into their rooms and being quiet, but not when there's anything to look at.
Yeah.
And then they're going to be loud too.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Well, when I bring my gaggle, there's a lot to look at.
Y'all knew what you were getting into. This isn't your first time listening. If it is, go back.
Yeah, if it is and you don't like moms, well, this isn't the podcast for you. But we don't really like being moms. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, we're fun moms.
We love
we
being
bitch about
moms
it all the time.
Yeah, but we
all day.
But we also live in reality. It's not all a dream.
Yeah, no. Today, I've felt more today than most of the days this summertime. I'm like, ooh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Got a lot of teenage angst happening. A lot of it. And not just from one.
Oh, gosh.
They're both
multiple.
doing it. And then the other one had a sleepover last night, and there were extra kids here.
Gosh, it sounds like hell.
Oh, I'm just so glad to be drinking.
Yeah, and stuck in this room. We told them, do not bother us.
Do not come in here. We're working.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully they're going to barge in it any minute.
Oh, yeah. There's going to be a fight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Somebody's going to get a black eye.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And you know what? I don't care if they duke it out as long as they don't come and bother us. Oh, goodness. Anyway, what's up other than shitty no air conditioning and shitty parenting?
Well, I've got something very fun to show you.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Okay, our lovely Mindy, my should have been best friend.
Yes, I love Mindy.
She has started watercolor painting.
I've noticed that on her Facebook.
I know, and she's
it's
very
beautiful.
Good. I'm actually a little tiny bit pissed off because I'm not great at watercolor.
Have you ever tried?
Yeah, I have learned the big thing is that I don't use the right paper. And once I started using the right paper, it's a little bit better.
Okay.
But I'm also using stuff.
Stephanie's really good too.
I know. What is up with these people? It's very rude.
And then Chelsea's an amazing painter. I don't know if it's watercolor, but it's beautiful.
I know. Birdie has her whole art page. I am telling you.
Holy cow, we've got some artists.
Are intimidating. And I love it. But Mindy posted a beautiful pear.
Yeah.
And I was joking.
I saw where you put on
I was
there.
I want that pear. And she sent the pear.
Oh my gosh. And it's even more beautiful in person.
It really is. It was beautiful online. And then I opened it. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It looks like it's glowing.
It
looks
beautiful.
It's beautiful. I'm going to get it framed.
Yeah,
I'm going to put it in my pantry. And she said, well, tell Megan to pick out something and I'll send that to her.
Absolutely. And then there's Cassie. Cassie gave us art.
Oh my gosh. Y'all are killing us.
How could we forget Cassie? Cassie's is framed in your bathroom and framed in my house.
Yeah, that's right.
So many artists, so many wonderfully talented people who listen to this podcast. I don't get it.
I know. It's because they have good taste, Megan.
That's right. Yeah, they do.
But
that is beautiful, Mindy. I'm trying to think of what my favorite fruit is.
I know you're going to have to at least look through her stuff. Maybe you'll already find something.
Yeah, I'll poach something. Thank you, Mindy, in advance. Can't wait for mine.
That's right. My only other story you were here for, we watched Silence of the Lambs with my oldest daughter.
Oh my gosh. It was fun. And then it was also whoopsie daisy.
Yeah, there were parts I was like, oh.
Yeah, I forgot how sexual that movie is.
Yeah.
When I think about it, all I think about is how terrifying it is. But I forgot the layers of awkward sexual comments that made it so scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still classic though. I mean, at some point she had to watch it. It's so good.
I know. We also decided that it was okay for her to watch it. I say we as in you and I parented this decision because we
kind of did. Yeah.
We totally did. Because, okay, at one point, after I had not watched Bridgerton in a long time, she said, "Can I watch Bridgerton?" And I thought,
oh, yeah.
I think so. Like, it's a romance. I think there are like a couple steamy scenes. And then I like watched the next season, the one that just came out. I was like, oh, I forgot. Because then while watching it, I remembered the second season in the gazebo. And I was like, no, you cannot watch it. You can't watch it. And I swear I told her. And I swear she said okay, but she apparently didn't listen and watched them all.
Didn't hear that.
So there we go. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, she now knows how the birds and bees actually. Yeah. No, that's a lie.
And how
that is a lie.
To make it better.
I saw the gazebo scene.
Yeah, the gazebo scene.
That's how we all want the birds and bees to happen.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if I've ever had a gazebo scene.
Yeah, I've never had a gazebo scene.
Yeah.
I've had like college dorm scenes that were way less exciting, but
isn't that the truth?
That gazebo scene is, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I do feel like at some point you're going to need to, again, I was about to say we, because, you know, whatever. I feel like a parent to all of these kids and vice versa. But maybe somebody's going to have to break it to her that it's probably realistically never going to be that good, girl.
You're right. Yeah, no, for sure. I will say I do feel a little bit more progressive, though, because I remember sitting at a card table with my mom and Chelsea and our Aunt Renda. Chelsea was our cousin. And Mom made some dirty joke about a man's tongue. I'm not going to get into it.
No, I know exactly who it was. It was our neighbor.
I know, but I wasn't going to call him out.
Oh, yeah. It was, and I was there.
Oh, yeah.
And so was he.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, Mom, look at what he can do with his tongue. Talking about our neighbor. Totally innocent. I thought it was the strangest thing I'd ever seen. He could fold his tongue back and you could see like hundreds of little creases in his tongue.
Yeah, it's a very interesting tongue. I've never seen a tongue like it ever in my life.
No, but and I had neither. That's why I wanted Mom to see it. I was like, look at this tongue. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And he showed her. And then what'd she say, Erin?
She said, I bet that's fun. Something like that.
No, she said,
but
she said, I bet you're popular with the ladies.
Oh gosh, yeah. And then we all went, Mom! And she got mad at us for understanding her joke.
She sure did. She got mad at us because we understood what she meant. Yeah, that's not fair. That is not fair. Why did you say that joke?
Oh my gosh, that is so funny.
Oh, she was so funny.
At least now, if Sophie says if anything slips out kind of joke, she'll be like, well, I know that can happen.
I watched Bridgerton.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't know what happens in the minds of the youth today because I wonder if that was the first time she was like, whoa, what?
Right.
Why?
Oh, I bet it was real calm and quiet in her mind. Like, holy shit. My mom is letting me watch this.
I can only imagine how fast that door was locked. How she was like, oh my gosh.
Well, just tonight, girl, like my friend Paige, she sent me a text and she was like, have you started watching Tell Me Lies on Hulu?
I'm trying to think if I've watched it.
Well, I'm only 20 minutes in. And let me tell you, they're already having more sex than I've ever had in my entire life. And it takes place in college. And that's exactly, she wrote back, just get ready. It's going to be a lot of sex.
Yeah.
And that's what I responded. I was like, girl, I'm 10 minutes in.
Is she a little blonde?
Yeah, she's beautiful.
I did not like that series though.
Oh, you watched it?
Yeah, I did watch it.
Oh, well, I'm 10 minutes in. Don't ruin it for me
yet.
Okay,
I won't.
But James and his sister went to go get air conditioning parts. First of all, I'm feeling super guilty because I'm like, I can't do anything. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to help you.
You're keeping children alive, Megan.
I am, but they were all at your house.
Well, I wasn't going to bring that up, but they were.
They were totally at your house.
Remember when I talked about all these extra kids they're driving? No, I'm kidding. Well, I'm kidding.
Every time they would come upstairs from fixing the air conditioner, I would try to make it look like I'm really suffering and like doing piles of laundry and like sweeping. I never let them see me like sit down and just hang out. But when I knew that they were busy, I'm like, I'm going to take a few minutes. Well, then they're gone. They're going to Lowe's. And I'm like, okay, my kids are gone. I'll start this show. But then I'm like, the third scene in, I'm like, oh shit, my blinds are open. So I run over real quick. I see little old Karen walking her dogs. I'm like, oh, she should have stopped and watched. I mean,
yeah. Not only did she see you watch it, she saw you panic and close the blinds.
Yeah, she totally did.
Really is going to be talking
She's
about
like,
you.
Something's happening inside there.
That's amazing.
Oh, but yeah, you got to cover yourself sometimes. But
that's right. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Speaking of ruining the show.
Yeah.
I have never wanted to ruin a book for you so bad.
You have never talked about ruining a book this much ever.
I'm dying. We're gonna record it as soon as this is over.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and say, if you've been like thinking about it, wait till August. Just wait till August. Drop it in August. You got to listen to this Aaron Ruins books.
Oh, before they read it, they have to listen to it?
No.
You want them to go ahead and hurry up and read it.
I'm just saying, no, if you want to join Patreon, but you're like, I don't really know, just join it in August because I'm telling you, I'm going to have some shit to say about this book. Good, bad, and ugly. Oh.
You're going to tell us that all. But you didn't hate it.
I read it in one day. I've never read a book in one day.
Wow. And it was a hard
physical book.
Was it Christy or Christy?
Yeah, Christy sent it to us.
Christy, good. You're not going to read it. No, I'm not going to read it. You're going to ruin it for me. That's right. That would ruin the segment. Aaron Ruins Books. Good job, Christy. Good call.
Yeah. So, and Samantha is the first one who recommended the book to me.
Oh, nice. Okay, Samantha. Good job, Samantha. Good job, Christy.
A couple people kept recommending it, and I was like, oh, okay, fine.
Yeah, you fought it tooth and nail.
I did. I fought it. And you know what? Sometimes you just got to stop fighting. You go with it.
There you go.
And sometimes you don't. I'm just saying, listen to Aaron Ruins' book. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Okay. Me neither.
I'm all fired up now.
You are. Maybe we should stop and record that first. Get it out of your system.
I'm not watching anything good. Well, I'm watching some dumb show, but it's pretty funny. It's called Mythic Quest on Apple TV.
Oh,
there's 3 seasons
so
out.
Weird.
It is about video game designers, but it's like a comedy.
Okay.
And so like their whole livelihood, like they're always watching these little like 11-year-old video game YouTubers, like influencers. And they're like,
sounds awful.
I know, but I mean, it's supposed to sound awful because they're like, their whole job kind of depends on whether or not these like annoying little boys are like, this deserves 5 farts. And they're like, oh my gosh. But like they need that kid to like it. So it's pretty funny. It's got the guy from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah. So
all of them. I don't know which guy, but I love all those characters.
The hottest of them.
Okay. Yeah.
And he's really hot in the show.
I mean, it depends. We do have a difference in taste.
Danny
you could
DeVito.
be talking about
I remember his name.
DeVito.
No, the guy with the facial hair.
Yeah, that's the one I was picturing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He's the hottest one.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Actually, the woman is the hottest one.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah, the hottest man in that show.
Okay, there you go.
Anyways, boy, I am exciting.
Well, it's because we've spent so much time together. Because
I know,
my AC,
damn AC. It's not good for the pod.
We tried not even talk at dinner night.
I wonder if we could have, done this if we were bigger. If we were a bigger podcast, we could have done this and then written off your AC, like the whole labor cost.
Yeah,
it's not good for our podcast if we hang out too much.
We could put it in our taxes. We can write it off in our taxes. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. Yeah,
for sure. Because this is really putting a damper on everything. We've seen each other so much.
I know. If it weren't for Rue recording tonight,
I know what I can talk to you about, though.
I was going to say we could take a nibble of anchovy butter paste. That usually gets it going. But Rue's recording.
Oh, we can't do that to Rue.
Can't do it. Or editing. Rue's editing.
No, at least not until the last 20 minutes. We can make that TikTok really fun. No, I was going to tell you, I did go to, I know I kind of already told you this, but I got to go to dinner with Alexis and Shonda.
Alexis. Yay.
Both. I mean, what a treat. And their friends who were the most lovely people ever to this extremely fancy restaurant called Enzo's, where it was Japanese meets Southern cuisine.
Weird.
If you could imagine that. It was very bizarre, but it all worked. It was amazing. The only thing we didn't like is the Frito salad.
Oh, yeah.
It was exactly what you thought. And I was like,
are awful.
Yeah, apparently it had some sort of special Japanese bean in it, but I'm like, that's not worth it.
No.
So, but other than that, everything was incredible. And then one of their really sweet friends flipped the whole bill, got the whole bill for the whole table.
Oh my gosh.
Classy AF. I was like, yeah, that is the status I live to someday get.
Yeah. I live for you to get to that status too.
Yeah, I bet you would. I just think that is the classiest move when you're able to go, I got the bill for the whole table, but not even like, he didn't even tell anybody. He just went and had the server. First of all, he had wine on the table. I mean, this guy, classy, start to finish. So anyway, it was a lovely, lovely Saturday night. And then I felt so bad because, again, I'm out there living my best life, and James is at home working on that AC. So
Aw.
love you, babe. Sorry.
You were gonna wear my cute little jumper and you chickened out.
I don't have it. It looks adorable on you. You know what I did today?
What?
I bought another damn blazer.
Oh my gosh, you just gave me all your blazers.
I gave you 2 blazers that, you know what? You know how many times I've worn those blazers? One time. One time I wore the green one. The other one, no. One time I wore the orange one. The other one, never wore it. Gave them both to you. Guess what I went out today? Bought a damn blazer.
Why do you keep buying them?
I feel like I would look so cute in them. I tried them on in the store and I'm like, yes, girl, you could rock this. I'm like pumping myself up that I can do it. And then the day I go to put it on, I'm like, oh my gosh, you look so ridiculous. I feel like I'm trying to play a part, like I'm trying to pretend like I'm super, super cool. And then the more people give me compliments, the more I'm like, oh, they see right through me. They see right through me. I am not this cool. They know me. They know I'm not this cool.
Oh my
so the
gosh.
more people, like last time I wore that orange one, Mr. Kevin, the custodian, was like, I see you rocking your blazer. And I was like, never again. And that was it. That one comment, I was like, I would like to take it off right now, but I don't feel comfortable with the shirt I have underneath it.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
never wearing this again.
Oh my gosh.
So what did I do? I doubled down and I bought a blue blazer. I'm just going to get them all in different colors
Blue blazer.
until the right one. I don't know what's wrong with me, Erin. I really don't.
It's better than what my husband bought because he just bought a blue Tesla.
Yeah, he did.
Like a big old frat boy.
So weird to me. It's a car that farts. What's happening here?
Farts. I keep trying to call it Brad, and that's pissing him off. I'm like,
Well,
it is a frat boy car.
It's definitely a Brad.
Today he's like, no, seriously, like, help me think of a name. First of all, he has made fun of me every time I've named a car. And I'm like,
now that you
this
have a
car gets the
Tesla?
name. Okay.
What about Tad? It's
Yeah.
definitely.
It's like a rich little
Mm.
yuppie.
Also, sorry if your name is Brad or Tad and you're not any of those things.
Yeah. Sorry.
And also sorry that that's your name.
Yeah, we're real sorry. We hope your personality makes up for it. But it's unlikely.
The Tesla's personality doesn't make up for it.
No, this car is so pretentious and stupid, and
Yeah.
I hate it.
And I don't even know if pretentious. It's like a wannabe pretentious.
Yes. Ugh.
I don't get it.
He told me today, like he's so excited,
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
trying so hard.
We can't yuck his yum.
I know I'm trying so hard to be there for him, other than making fun of the name of it.
Other than totally bashing it on this podcast to everybody else.
I bash it to anybody who wants to hear it, but to his face, I'm like, I'm really happy for you.
Yeah,
I mean, he
good
knows I'm
job.
not thrilled, but he was like, well, what about he kept giving me horrible names. He said, what about like, I could name it like a stripper name. I said, you
Oh
can
my
name it
gosh.
a boy stripper name because it's a boy.
Yeah.
It's the most boy car I've ever seen in my life.
Yuck.
So I told him he could name it Magic Mike or Chanum or Tatum.
And also, just because you have a Tesla doesn't mean you have to start acting like a frat boy.
Yeah, I know.
Stripper.
I know.
Come
Melinda,
on, Kevin.
take care of your boy.
Come on, Melinda. Get him into shape.
Actually,
Get both your boys in shape. They both got
they
Teslas
both
now.
have Teslas. That's why I
Melinda,
got
where
one.
did you go wrong?
Oh, I know. You were doing so well. He hit 40. Oh, it's his midlife crisis.
That's what it is. Yep. We'll blame it on that.
Yeah, that's good. He did say tonight when he was like trying to show me where he wants to hang the wall hanger that's going to charge a stupid car.
Oh, yeah.
He's
I
like,
do like the fact that it's not your car. I am on
I
board
know
with
that part is cool. That part's cool. Okay, environment. Woohoo, we love it. But he's like trying to. I told him, look at any other electric car. And he's like, no, I don't want any other. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so he's like, well, what if I put it here? Then it's kind of far and I have to park really far back. If I put it here, blah, blah, blah. If I put it here, then when you get one, we can both charge it. And I said, oh, you're funny.
Yeah.
You are funny. And that will not happen, my friend. I'm not getting a stupid Tesla unless you want to sponsor us, Tesla. And then
Oh, in which case we love you.
we love you.
No, I
right?
can't.
Consumerism.
I can't be fake. I can't be fake just for that. Well, I mean, it's the same way. My husband is funny because he tries to be like, oh, yeah, I'm all about the environment. And he had a Prius. And I loved having a little electric car. I mean, I was like, this makes so much sense. Like,
Yeah.
I do feel like we're actually contributing. And then he saw a monster truck that was for sale for apparently attainable prices. And that's all it took. He was like, I'm buying that. It's the biggest truck.
Earth.
Screw the earth. I'm getting the exact opposite of anything that would ever take care of the earth. And I hate it, but I have to live with it too. I mean, this is like what marriage is. You just have to live with things you hate.
Yeah, that's a bummer. And sometimes it's your husband.
But not this week because I'm getting a new air conditioner. And I'm so proud of him. And thank you, honey. If you ever listen to this, you're amazing. Now I need another beer.
It
Poor
sounds
guy.
right.
Poor guy. He's just over there guzzling water because he's so hot. I'm over here just lounged back in the AC, drinking beer, living my best life.
It's a good life for us.
Mm-hmm. Okay, where were we?
I think you were going to read me a story.
So my story tonight is the lovely Miss Detweiler, and it's just titled "Stories!" exclamation
Yay.
point. And they're good. They're short, but they're good. Megan and Aaron.
Kind of like Miss Detweiler.
I don't remember if Miss Detweiler's short.
Oh, Miss Detweiler's
She's awesome.
short. She's awesome.
She's amazing, but she was short.
She's about my height.
Oh, well,
She's
yeah,
pretty
that's
short.
Yeah. Miss Detweiler, you gotta let her talk to you like that.
I love you, Miss Detweiler.
Oh, I love it. I mean, I remember always being petite, but I don't remember.
You don't remember that entire family just being the cutest little tiny family?
Yes. Well, I don't know about tiny, Aaron.
They're all short.
They're just petite is the word.
They're all
Miss
petite.
Detweiler. Look, I almost said Catherine.
Oh.
That's weird. Miss Detweiler. I
The
know.
nerve.
I know. So disrespectful. Miss Detweiler. I was always your favorite. It's fine.
She doesn't care that I'm calling her short.
Let's hope not.
Okay. If you do, I'm so sorry, girl.
You just call Miss Detweiler girl.
I know.
You're really getting loose
I know.
with Miss Detweiler. Okay.
That's her title. Goodness. Oh, no.
Best title we've ever. Get loose with Miss Detweiler. Oh, Miss Detweiler, you'll love it. Should we ask permission to use her name?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh my
We
gosh.
gotta- okay. All right, get it together because these are really good stories.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Megan and Aaron, as you know, I am a certified skeptic and have no ghost stories of my own to share. However, my husband reminded me that his mom had a couple of weird experiences that might fit the bill.
Ooh.
The stories are short, but here you go. Half of Pennsylvania calls his mom by her grandmother name, Nemi, which rhymes with Mimi. So we'll go with that. Nemi's mother-in-law, Grammy D, made the best potato salad I've ever eaten.
Oh,
Not too
love
long.
good potato salad.
There's nothing like good.
I only love good potato salad because there's a lot of bad potato salad.
yeah, like when it gets kind of like mealy a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have those crisp potatoes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. But they still have to be soft, but they got to be crisp.
You need Mark's Feed Store
Ooh,
potato
the
salad.
best. The best. If you're local to Louisville, get some Mark's Feed Store.
Yeah. Now I want some.
Mm-hmm. Or apparently Grammy D's.
Yeah.
Oh, but you can't because Grammy D passed away. It's not funny. It's not funny.
No, it was not funny.
So sorry, Miss Detweiler. We are all over the place tonight. Okay, sorry. Okay, that's not funny. Just feel like I need to reiterate. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Nemi's mother-in-law, Grammy D, made the best potato salad I've ever eaten. Not too long after Grammy D died, Nemi decided to make her potato salad recipe. She kept trying and trying, but couldn't get it right, and finally had to give up. Out loud, she said, "I'm sorry, Graham. I just can't make the dressing the way you did." Immediately, the mixer in the far corner of the kitchen turned itself on and went whirl, whirl. I don't know how to make that. It's like whirl, it's like WHIR, but not whirl. So whir, whir, I guess.
Was there a V in there?
No, but I was like, I think that's wrong.
Are you correcting Miss Detweiler?
No, I'm not correcting Miss Detweiler. She is a tall, beautiful woman.
Oh, well, now you're a liar.
She is beautiful. Well, no, she is beautiful.
She's beautiful, but she's not a tall woman.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, well, you do the onomatopoeia. WHIR. Okay.
You did.
I know because I just couldn't do the whir sound. Oh, Aaron Taylor. Okay, this is Miss Detweiler's story.
Sorry. Oh, and I got out so verklempt. I punched the mic.
Gosh, that's because you're talking about dirty things with Miss Detweiler. Again, getting
We have
loose with
so
Miss
many
Detweiler.
names for this. Apologies to Miss Detweiler. Getting loose with Miss Detweiler.
So many. Okay, that'll be our description. All we can say is apologies to Miss Detweiler. Oh. Immediately, the mixer in the far corner of the kitchen turned itself on and went. Oh, it's a weird onomatopoeia. Out of the blue. Nemi went over to check it and was freaked out because the mixer wasn't even plugged in.
What? So was she saying like, girl, you forgot to mix it up? You got to mix it longer?
Maybe you have to mix the sauce. Maybe Nemi was just like doing it.
Real good.
Yeah, whipping it, trying to, but not whipping it good enough. Something.
That's weird.
Yeah, well, listen to this next one. This next one got me.
Okay. Not even plugged in. That's a ghost.
Or a malfunction.
No, there's no electricity being supplied other than paranormal electricity.
I've said this before. I feel like there are things that are happening within that. I need to talk to my husband about this because I'm sure he could help me debunk this. But inside of a machine, there can be levers or there could be things that get stuck and then gravity, time, something unsticks it. It didn't like go on and on and on. And
whatever.
Like it happened for like just for 2 words.
Right after. Sorry.
That was it.
Sorry. I can't make this happen. It's okay.
Yeah. Timing and coincidences. That's what makes them coincidences. Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
Another time, Nemi lost her favorite brooch, which was given to her by her grandmother, Grammy Young. Nemi searched her.
Everyone's name in this.
I know. I love all of them.
Mama D.
Yes. Graham. And then she called her Graham, Grammy D, Graham.
Oh, Grammy D.
Grammy Young. Nemi searched the whole house, the yard, and even the cars, but couldn't find the brooch anywhere. Sometime later, she woke up in the middle of the night and found herself standing in front of her closet.
Oh.
She had no idea how she got there.
That's very scary.
The scary, like, I have never sleptwalked in my whole life. That would be the scariest thing in the world to me.
Yeah.
Like, I think that would be almost scarier than, what'd you say?
That happens in Verity.
Oh, can't wait for you to ruin that for me. You gave us a little teaser. I think that's scarier than sleep paralysis almost.
Oh, yeah. Because you could actually really hurt yourself.
Hurt yourself, hurt someone else.
Yeah. Because I remember that story, not to be way off subject, but about that guy who like drove and killed his in-laws.
Yeah. Which I'm like, what? That's awfully targeted.
I know.
Yeah. I know. Those stories are crazy to me. But then at the same time, you hear of people sleepwalking and we had our sister sleptwalk.
Yeah.
And it was
Uncle Mark sleptwalk.
Yes.
We told that on a Patreon once.
Yes. Oh, that story is the best. But yeah, and totally had no idea they're doing what they're doing.
Yeah. Crazy. So scary.
But yeah, to wake up and you're standing in front of your closet with no recollection of how you got there.
Yeah.
That is so creepy to me.
I don't like that.
She had no idea how she got there. Without thinking, she reached into the pocket of one of her skirts and there was the brooch.
Oh,
she just said, "Thank you, Grammy Young," and went back to bed.
Oh.
For what it's worth, I think Nemi is convinced that the Grammys were reaching out to her. I think so.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thanks for keeping us laughing, ladies. Well, we hope so, Miss Detweiler.
I know it's getting bad that after every episode, I'm like, you think they're mad at us?
I know, right?
Turns out Mom from last week's story, not mad. Thought it was hilarious.
Good. Oh, good. Yeah, see, we just need to quit doubting ourselves.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, I mean, it's always good to keep ourselves in check. It's good to stay humble.
Yeah, sorry I called you short. I don't find that an insult. I'm short, so I don't find that an insult.
I don't either. I would much rather. Well, look, now I'm about to insult. I'm about to insult all of our tall listeners. I just enjoy being short myself.
Yeah.
Okay, I love tall people.
I love tall people. I'm glad I'm not tall.
Yes, exactly. I feel that same way. And then Catherine Detweiler, preferred pronouns she, her, preferred grandmother name Nana.
Oh, that's
Love
so sweet.
Nana Detweiler. Oh, you're Nana D.
Do you think he calls her that?
No, I think he just calls her Nana. But we'll call you, we'll just always call you Miss Detweiler. We tried.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah, I almost said it earlier and I felt, oh my gosh.
I know.
Called her Catherine.
So scary.
Mm-hmm.
Not because of Miss Detweiler. She doesn't care, obviously. Like, I feel like our mother would come back.
Our parents,
and be like, whoop,
absolutely.
What are you doing? Like, pull me by the ear. Mm-hmm. That is Miss Detweiler.
Yeah, you don't ever call her Catherine. The same way, like right now, if Mom were still here, she would be so livid with Macy James because Macy James is testing the waters and calling me Megan all the time.
Yeah.
And I try not to give that child any attention for any unwanted behaviors. So I just ignore it. But I feel like Mom would snatch her up real quick and be like, don't you ever call your... I'm like, why? I don't really know why it's so horrible.
Yeah.
Like, it is actually my name.
Yeah. I know.
Trust me, I feel like the older she gets, she's going to be calling me a whole lot more colorful things. So I'll just take Megan for right now. I mean, I don't often answer to it when she says it because I know she's also trying to bait me.
Yeah.
That child was put on this earth to bait me. She is constantly, I love timeout. Put her in timeout at G Pop's. That's our dad's house the other day. In his room, she said, "Oh, at least I get to spin in my favorite spinny chair, Mom." I just shut the door and went out there and wanted a beer.
Spin away, my dear.
I'm like, you little shit. But I didn't let her see any of that. I just said, okay, and shut that door. I don't know if that's the right thing to do or not, but that's just, if I don't do that.
Yeah, I don't know what you're going to do.
Somebody's going to have to call CPS. So I just shut the door and move on. There we go.
That's smart. Hey, back to sleepwalking real quick. Mm-hmm. Did you know that comedian Mike Birbiglia?
No idea who that is.
He's very funny. You would recognize him. He was in, he joined the cast of Orange is the New Black for a while. I don't know.
I can't think of any men in that show at all.
I love Mike Birbiglia. He's one, I don't think I'm saying his name right, but I would go see him live for sure. Okay. But he's got like an actual disorder that his brain, the movements never shut off when he goes to sleep.
Oh my gosh.
So he has a super duper sleeping bag he's got to be locked into every night before he goes to bed.
His brain never what?
Like when you go to sleep, the part that controls your movement is supposed to shut down so that you
don't sleepwalk.
So that you don't sleepwalk. But his is like to the extreme. He's jumped out a window before. Like he almost died because his sleep receptors are so off that he has to be locked into a sleeping bag so that his body is physically in a pouch.
That's awful. Like, what if you just fall asleep? Like, you're like, oh, I'm tired and taking a little nap on the couch. I didn't mean to.
Yeah. Isn't that nuts?
I would love to have lunch with him and just hear everything.
He's got a podcast. He probably talks about it.
Oh, well, okay. I'd still like lunch.
Oh, I'd love to go lunch with him. I'm not turning it down.
Just like to have lunch with people. To have a nice little salad with some grilled chicken on it. Maybe a strawberry in there somewhere. I don't know. Lunch just sounds great. But yeah, I'll listen to his podcast while I'm eating lunch.
Oh, yeah.
Just not the same.
Not while you're eating lunch with him. That'd be really awkward.
I'm like, hey, could you be quiet? I'm listening to you in my ear.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm going to read a story from Birdie.
Oh, I love a good Birdie story.
It says astral projection stories.
Ooh, and I love stories about astral projection.
It's a win-win.
I know. I can't believe it.
It's me again, Margaret.
Is that... It sounds like
it's
that.
Me,
it's
God,
me again.
dear God,
dear God,
me,
it's Alice.
Margaret. No, I think it is Margaret.
Is it Margaret? Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I heard you, Megan. I got you. Oh, I guess you're calling out for stories.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, this is back a couple weeks ago. I wanted to share my story about my astral projection experiences. Also, we all know how my writing is. Feel free to edit. Girl, I'll lick your nose.
We love your writing.
My very first astral projection was in my teenage years. I was dealing with a lot of crazy hauntings. We'll write those in as well, but honestly, I figure don't monopolize their storytelling, Birdie. Other people have stories too.
Aw. Well, we love a Birdie story, though.
We do. And we don't have that many stories, so go for it.
Anytime.
I had been researching how to astral project for months in the time of, Zanga and MySpace. I don't know what Zanga is.
But I know what MySpace is.
I do know what MySpace is. Mm-hmm. Actually, I don't remember if MySpace was born yet. Anyway, I was trying a new technique, don't remember which one, and I fell asleep on my bed. I don't know how long after, but I woke up. I felt weird, so I walked to my mirror to see my reflection. It was off.
That's weird.
That's very creepy. I couldn't put my finger on why, but it was. I turned around to look at the bed and saw myself lying there asleep.
What?
At this point, freaked the fuck out and felt a yank towards my body. And I jumped up in my physical body.
What?
So felt it pull and was like, I'm in.
Ugh. That is the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I hate that. I've had many other astral projection experiences since, but here are a couple notable ones. Another short one. The time I stumbled upon a puka in my house.
What's a puka?
A Puca. This one's super short. I usually try to project at nighttime and...
Oh, so after Birdie experienced it once, now Birdie's like, oh, I have this
now
ability.
I can do it.
So now I can do this.
Yeah, maybe now it's not so scary. So now I'm going to try it.
Oh my gosh.
I usually try to project at nap time, and on this particular day, I succeeded. It's not always a given. And I ended up in my son's room in time to see a creature walking across my son's bed holding something in its hands.
The hell? I forget that you believe in all these different things, Birdie.
Yeah. Okay, she says hands, ? Paws. I don't know, dude.
Oh my gosh, that's so creepy.
We surprised the fuck out of each other because it looked at me and was like, oh shit, with that oh shit face. And I looked at it with what the fuck? And I was so shocked. I got yanked out of there. I did manage to get out of my body again, but I forget what I did when traveling the astral plane.
Hold on. What about the creature in your kid's room?
You know, it was benign. It was just hanging out.
Benign. I'm sure Birdie put the watchdogs, the hound dogs, the hellhounds.
Yeah, Birdie knows how to take care of their house.
Yeah, but like, was it a creature with ill intent, or just one of Birdie's many spirits that just live there that Birdie's okay with?
That's all we get, Megan. I can't expand.
All right.
All right, a slightly longer story.
Okay.
The time I snuck into a council meeting, ? I decided one night that I wanted to take a bubble bath as I had had a long week. I am paganisque, and when I take a bath, I tend to use it as a ritual. So I prepare my herb sachet and my candles for my bath and run my water. Once I'm in the bath, I decided to try astral projection meditation.
Ooh.
Here's what happened. Also, I do not recommend doing that.
While
but
you're in the bathtub,
leave your body and then you sink down into the water.
Yeah, Birdie, that's a risky little game.
Yeah.
Good thing it didn't really happen.
My skeptical sister does not endorse that, but
no.
Birdie, I'm glad you're fine. I come into a giant hall with a tall gold or bronze columns and big, possibly open spaces in between. I'm not sure if they were windows. And you could see all colors shifting beyond, mostly pinks and blues. There were other beings. I have no clue what they were, but know in my soul that they weren't human in this hall, but it wasn't crowded. This hall was so big, there would have to be like thousands for it to feel that way, to feel crowded.
That's how big the hallways were.
Yeah.
Ooh, weird.
Cut to, I'm in a big room that is shaped like a bowl, like some college lecture rooms or theaters. Okay.
Gotcha.
Perfect. You come in at the top and walk down the stairs to your seat. At the bottom, center is like where the lecturer or leader would be. They were discussing what seemed to be the need for us to retain our memories with our past lives. The leaders and the majority of the room said that it was necessary for us to lose our memories of our past lives, as we would have a harder time adjusting to and accepting our current lives.
Wow.
If we retained our memories in our other lives. At this point, I had to speak up. I wanted my memories, and I didn't think it was fair. All the beings in the room began to argue with me and among themselves, and it was at this time that I felt the pull back to my physical body. Thank you for choosing my story, and please feel free to let me know if you have any follow-up questions.
Oh, a billion.
See you on the other side. And then a little emoji that's like smiling and closing its eyes with little hearts all around it.
Aw, Birdie.
We love Birdie.
We do love you. That is the wildest dream I've ever heard.
And you've heard my Will
Birdie's
Ferrell.
cussing me. I just know Birdie is cussing me right now, and I love it. I can just hear her saying it. No, what in the world? What meeting did she go to?
I don't know.
Like astral projected off of this planet into like another realm of where they decide afterlife.
I also feel like, shouldn't that have already been decided a long time ago?
Yeah. Why do you have to have a meeting about it now? Did you astral project and
Into
time
the
travel?
past? Yeah, maybe.
Wow. Man, you got a lot of abilities, Birdie.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Yeah, and all the while taking a bubble bath. It doesn't sound relaxing.
No.
I feel like you just should maybe just do a relaxing meditation. You know, just a plain, boring breathe in.
Sail away,
yes,
sail away.
yes. There you go.
You're welcome.
Something.
Y'all can use that.
For your meditation.
Yeah, just that little clip on a lip.
Yeah, that's so relaxing. I was just talking about focusing on your breath.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever
I feel like it
floats
could
your
help
boat.
in the back.
Oh, anyway, I just think it's amazing, Birdie. I love the way your brain works.
I
It
do
doesn't
too.
work like mine, and that's okay. But I mean, I don't even like debunking Birdie because we're just so so different, but I respect Birdie so much that I'm like, it doesn't matter that I don't believe the way that Birdie does. I just think it's all so fascinating that is Birdie's life and Birdie's experiences. And if Birdie says she astral projects, then she astral projects.
Yeah. Hey.
According to anybody else, but not to me. I love you, Birdie.
I don't want to spoil anything for you, but I'm going to a little. Birdie sent me a direct message that was like, I found Megan's haunted item.
Oh, is Birdie going to send it to me?
I think so. Get ready.
Oh, I cannot wait for nothing to happen. Oh, Birdie, I love you. Yes, I really do.
I do too. Thank you for writing in, Birdie.
Yeah.
And thank you, Miss Detweiler. Sorry I called you short. And sorry I talked about awkward
getting
things.
Loose with you.
Megan talked about that.
No, girl, you were getting loose with Miss Detweiler. I loved every second of it, but you were.
Oh, goodness. All right. Well, we have a fan favorite tonight. And
we sure do.
I'm going to lead it.
Yes, you are.
Which means you better get ready for all of your...
Shit. Okay, I will.
Okay. So our fan favorite tonight is my friend Andrea.
Oh, I love Andrea. I haven't seen Andrea in years.
I know. I've seen her not recently by any means. She lives in Vegas now.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Like, it's just wild to me that people live in Vegas.
I know. It's so weird to me.
It's amazing.
But you know, there's that whole CSI Vegas and
yeah.
people even get murdered there.
People actually get murdered there too.
Yeah, that's all I think about.
Don't do that, Andrea.
Oh, Andrea, please don't. Don't get murdered and don't start murdering.
Yeah, no, yeah, that would be really weird. Plot twist. You remember my friend Andrea? Yeah, I loved her. She's like, murderer. Turns out she's just murdering people left and right out in Vegas. Oh, goodness, Andrea. Gosh. Get it together, girl.
Andrea was my college roommate.
Yes.
And we worked on camp staff together. I love Andrea.
It.
And I never think that people we actually know listen to this.
No.
But she'll send me messages and she's like, I can't believe you listened to this book or you read that book. I don't know how you're doing. I'm like, girl, you're listening to this podcast. So, you know, when you were forgetting to ask for fan favorites
when I
last
said,
week.
What, do you not know of anybody who could be a fan favorite, Aaron?
I don't pay attention to it because it's not my segment anymore. But I said, oh, Andrea is a loyal listener. Go. So Andrea says there are two things we can promote for her.
Okay, wonderful.
We could, if you want to make any kind of donation, you could look up a foundation that supports research for multiple sclerosis.
Nice.
That's an issue that's important to her. And also,
absolutely.
Also, she said you could plug the Dolly Parton Imagination Library program.
Oh, I love that program.
I know. She says if it's available in your area, kids 0 to 5 are eligible to receive a free book monthly. Parents just have to sign up and they're automatically mailed a book each month. It's an awesome way for kids to develop their own little library of books and to foster a love for reading.
You know what? I need to do that. Why have I never done that?
I know. I did it with all my kids and we have a ton of books from it.
Oh, I'm a better parent, blah, blah, blah. Well, tonight I'm going to sign up for it. Thank you, Andrea.
Yes.
You are my favorite.
Andrea also said that she was like, to be honest, I never listened to a podcast until yours, and now I listen to a few. She said,
that's so cool.
Yours is the only one I can't listen to in my office with the door open, but I do listen to podcasts now.
Oh, that's great. I love that. Oh, man, there's so many good ones out there.
I know. There are so many good ones. Like literally anything you want.
Yeah.
You want to hear about somebody whose body doesn't shut off when they sleep? Yeah. My Barbigula has one.
Yeah, I want to listen to that guy's podcast.
Yeah, I don't know if he ever talks about it, but we'll find out together.
Yeah. I mean, at least he'll be funny.
That's right.
Hopefully.
All right. Your turn to tell us all the things while I think of a goodbye.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. You can follow us on Instagram, on My Skeptical Sister Instagram. You can come find us on Facebook at My Skeptical Sister Podcast. You can look us up at TikTok, but let me tell you what, don't get your hopes up because we ain't that great over there. You can also write your stories into myskepticalsister@gmail.com or go to our website, www.myskepticalsister.com. We need those stories. And join our Patreon by going to patreon.com. Where do they go to do that?
Well, if you go to our website, there's a link.
You can go to our website, again, at www.myskepticalsister.com. And there's a link, I am told.
You go to Patreon and it sends you right there to our page.
There you go. Boom. Sign up. You'll get to hear Erin ruin books. Apparently this one that she's going to ruin for me tonight. She cannot wait.
I can't wait.
So it's going to be a good one. We laugh a whole lot. If you like this
Banter part.
banter, get ready. Now, if you don't like this banter,
Oh, yeah. Don't join.
don't join. Put your money somewhere else. Put it towards MS. Put it towards any of the things that we say to donate towards. But don't join our Patreon if you don't like banter, because it's pretty much all you're going to get over there.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yep.
very true. All right. Well,
Drop
nailed
the
it.
mic.
Assalamu alaikum.
There we go. I'm pretty sure I've said that before, but it's fine.
Okay.
La 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 la.
Nimi.
I could hear your laughter
Shit.
in every word.
Shit, I can't help it. It's too funny. Oh, fuck. Okay.
I wanted to share my story. All about how my life got turned upside down.
I would love it if Bertie wrote that. I feel like my titty just hit the mic. I'm so sorry, Rue. It was like,
did.
Like,
Your titty or the mic?
the mic. Although I did get a mammogram today, so I'm like, who knows? They're used to being pulled and prodded.
Girl, they were used to that before the mammogram.
That's true.
I was, oh my gosh, such long words in here. Paganisque.
Okay.
Here we go. Thank you. For myself.
You're welcome. It did nothing. I sat here. I stopped visualizing after PAN. I was like,
Oh gosh.
no idea.